Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is actually another really short video. Just wanted to share with you some latest news about GPT-4. The API is actually live. I watched the video, I read some part of the papers they released, and and I had the time to kind of have a return about the version of this version of GPT, and I wanted to do a video about it and share it with you. So first of all, I think it was kind of quick, honestly, because I think last time the release GPT-3 was in July, if I'm not wrong. It was in July, yes. I actually tested the version from July before ChatGPT. And they're releasing GPT-4 now. After I think ChatGPT is powered by GPT 3.5. It's kind of a middle version between GPT-3 and GPT-4. So a lot of people may be waiting for really, mind-blowing performance or functionality or whatever, but it is not. I think that is not what we will get. That is actually not what we are getting. We are just getting some improvement in some small areas. We are not getting the AGI right now. Yeah. So first of all, I wanted to introduce that. I think following this, we a cool website, by the way. We have this kind of incremental evolution from GPT-1, I think it was GPT-1 if I'm not misleading, until GPT-4 today. And and I think GPT-3 was kind of most innovative thing they have created, and now they're trying to make it more interesting, not make something creative again. I think it took like, I don't know, many years to actually come up with GPT-3. That is mind-blowing, of course, but it will take more years to come up with something that is actually more interesting or more revolutionary somehow. So my return from the live stream, I watched the live stream, of course. My return actually is that GPT-4 is interesting. It is interesting in a sense that it is actually safer. I think they are sharing it in this paper that I don't advise you to read. There is a lot of really bad text there, offensive text somehow, because of course they're discussing about the safetyness of the model. Yes, I think it is safer than GPT-3. I think it is just like an evolution of GPT-3. It's not like from GPT to GPT-4, of course not. So we are not getting the last version of the last AI right now. We will get it maybe later. Yeah. And also, apart from the safe side, we also have the capability, I think it's a preview at the moment, the capability to understand images also. But unfortunately, it cannot connect to internet. So I think it's actually the same training set with maybe they are not actually specifying the size of the data they are feeding the model with. I don't know why. Okay. I don't actually understand why they didn't release numbers concerning the size of the data set or the computing capabilities. But I think it may be because this will run to more data, and more data means more accuracy or better models. It's kind of at its top or peak right now, and they don't want to emphasize on the size of the model, but instead of some other things, because if they just say, okay, this model was 1 trillion and we just get this more improvement, it will be a bit less interesting for people who think if you have more data, you have a better accuracy or better models. So I think maybe that may be one reasons, or internal reasons, I don't really know. Yeah. So actually the model coupled with some other AI can actually understand images. That's good. That's interesting. Let's wait for the preview. The release of the real version where you can chat and give the images, but it's kind of, text to image to text somehow. but it's okay. It's interesting, I think. And also one of the great improvement there is actually the size of the data, the size of the input. Okay, we can give far more inputs to GPT-3 as a developer. That's great because I run out a lot of time to this error saying you just can feed, I think it was 2,000 tokens or something like that, and now we can give far more tokens to GPT-4. The version they are releasing right now, we cannot use it at the moment. We need to sign up for the wait list, on the wait list for the beta or whatever. Yeah, but yeah, we can give more data, and and they kind of differentiate the input and the output pricing right now. I think it is specified in the mail here that for GPT-4 we will have this for prompts and this for completion. That's actually interesting. So you can optimize your prompt and reduce cost on completion. That's interesting also. So overall, it is a safer model. It's not the revolution a lot of people are waiting for. It is just some improvement. It can actually see some images. It is distributed across many languages. I think it is specified in this document. I don't know exactly which sections. And it is actually more interesting at a lot of tasks than maybe GPT 3.5. But that's all. Yeah, for example, yeah, it's far more better at Turkish than Chinchilla. Chinchilla, that is actually better than GPT-3. So yeah. Beyond that, yeah, that's the reasons of GPT-4. I think I didn't miss something. If there is something I missed, just let me know in the comment. And yeah, see you later. And when I will have the opportunity to test the API itself, I will do it and post on the channel. Thank you for watching, and ciao.